Today we're going to be talking about praise breaks and how to better navigate through these moments. If you're like me and you grew up in a apostolic and or a Pentecostal church, you know that if we don't do nothing else on a Sunday morning, you know that we are going to shout.
Are you a runner or a dancer? How'd you get your praise on?
And learning how to play a praise break isn't something that's really taught. You kind of just got to be in the environment and learn how to do it yourself. But this video is going to show you exactly some of the key ingredients to learning how to play the best praise break possible. And I hope that this video really helps you out. If this is your first time here and you're excited about this video, please hit that like button for me and let's get to it. So I believe there are 3 key ingredients to having a successful praise break. This goes without saying. You need to have a band that knows how to follow the leader. Whoever is calling the shots in the band, calling out the breaks, calling out the numbers, you guys need to be able to follow that leader. Ingredient number 1, you need to establish what is the tempo that you guys are going to shout at. It's going to look different for each church, each region, wherever you are at in the world. Everyone shouts at a different pace. For me, I like to shout somewhere in between 158 and 160. For some of you, it's going to be 165, 170. For the sake of this video, we're going to be shouting at 155. Comment down below what is the perfect tempo. I want to hear from you. Another thing worth mentioning is you need to have a good drum loop that sounds good. Drum loops make people want to dance and move around. Check out this drum loop right here. Now this is 155 tempo. It's good enough to get your praise break in. It's not too fast. It's just a mid tempo that's really solid. And I think this tempo is kind of good for everyone. So 155 is a good tempo to start at. If you need faster, you can do that. You can adjust. But in this video, we're shouting at 155. Another key tip that I think will enhance your praise break is just having a good guitar loop. So check out this guitar loop right here with the drum loop as well. That automatically makes the church want to dance. Add this along with a killing band, and you guys are going to be shouting all night long.
Praise by themselves.
So far, we have established a good tempo, and then we have get a good drum loop and maybe some guitar loops. If you want access to a good drum loop and 480 guitar loops, you can click the link below and get access to all of my personal shout loops and guitar loops. The next tip I will give you is you need to know how to curate the moment. Assuming you are leading the band into this praise break, following the direction of the person with the microphone. If you are leading the band, you need to know whether you guys are just going to do breaks, whether you're just going to drive, or whether you're just going to do breaks and a drive. Like, you need to be able to be thinking about that before the praise break starts. So let me give you an example of what a drive is. A drive is kind of similar to how we used to shout back in the day. It was no breaks. We were just driving all the way through. So if me as the leader, if I call out, hey, let's drive, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to start the loop, right? Drive, 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 drive. Drive, 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 drive. So that is an example of what a good drive is. We're not doing any breaks. We're just driving all the way through. Let's go over another method that you can do to approach praise breaks. Another one is you can do a walk up, which is similar to a drive, except you're kind of like resetting the drive and walking up. Check this out. So that is an example of what a walk-up is. I want to show you guys this walk-up for my keyboard players out there. If you're not a keyboard player or if you don't want to learn keys, you don't have to watch this part, but this is how we walk up, and I'll show you. I hope you guys are enjoying that video. I just wanted to let you know that I am currently hosting a huge Black Friday sale on my website with up to 80% off on loops, sounds, MIDI packs. Everything is on sale, so please hit that link below and go check out my website and go get some musical resources to use in church and in the studio. That's all we got. Let's get back to the video. Starting on that 3, left hand we got E, then we got B flat, and then in the right hand we have E, A, C. Next chord is going to be this. Left hand F, B, right hand is going to be F, B flat, D flat. So we got, and we're just going straight up. Then we got F sharp, C, F sharp, B, D. Next one. Left hand we have G, D flat. Then we have G, C, E flat again. So let's put it together. Now we're going to shift over. We got left hand A, E flat. Right hand we have A, D, F. And we're just walking straight up again. Back to that 1. So we got 3, 4, up, 5, 6, up, 7, 1. So that's a simple way to approach a praise break. Another method is just doing straight up breaks. So this is what we consider a break. For some people, they're just going to do straight up drives with very minimum breaks. But I always like to approach praise breaks doing drives and doing breaks. Maybe even sometimes like some walk-ups as well. But I believe that is a good combination. You don't want to do too much driving and you don't want to do too many breaks as well, but a good combination is always good. The next tip I will give is it's always important to listen to the person on the microphone. Sometimes they will instigate a praise break and they will say things like, "You guys don't want to have church," or "We gotta go, we gotta move." Sometimes, especially in the black church, that just means keep on playing. Like that literally means like, "Oh, I'm teasing y'all. We got to move, but please keep on shouting." So you got to have that discernment to know what moment is this? Is this a moment that's about to get cut off because we really have to move? Or is this a moment where the MC, so to speak, is teasing the church and trying to get them to praise and get up and move?
And friends don't let friends praise by themselves.
So you have to have that discernment to know, like, where are we about to go, you know? This is what some of the other shout loops sound like. This is 160 right here. Nice and full and a lot of movement. 162. This is what 162 sounds like. For some of you, this is where you're going to shout at, you know? Then we have a bunch of guitar loops in here. In total, it's over 480. It is a bunch of loops in that folder. As I mentioned, it's 480, but I always enjoy praise breaks because I know I have my guitar loops and I have my shout loops ready, you know? So let's do a quick review. The 3 things that we went over. Let's establish a good tempo. It's going to look different for each region and each church. The next thing is whoever is the band leader, assuming you're the leader that's watching the video, you guys need to be able to curate the moment. Are we driving all the way through? Are we doing walk-ups? Are we doing breaks? Are we doing like maybe a split combination of both? Curate that moment and really lead the moment as well. And number 3, discernment. Listen to what's happening in the service and know when to push, know when to pull back. Although we did use Logic in this video, I would not recommend using Logic for running shout loops and running praise breaks, I would definitely recommend you guys learn Ableton. So if you want to learn Ableton, check out the next video that's about to pop up. But that's all we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. That's all we have. We are out.